Alright, we're gonna do grafting on Jujube Bear. So I have chose this one. It's about the same size as Woodstock and Scion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this part and cut it right off here. Okay. Now that we have a clean cut, I'm gonna save this for later. I'll show you what I'll do with this. But I have a cutting over here, so I'm gonna come here and now I have this size. Now what I'm gonna do is once I make a clean cut, I'm gonna make a cut right in the middle, about let's say about an inch, half inch deep. Okay, and then I'll make a cut right here like this on both sides, about the same size cut that I made on this. So once you get done, it should look like this from both sides. And then what you're gonna do is go ahead and insert this part right in here. Okay, I need to make a little more cut on here. Okay, there we go. Now you insert this part right over here. Should slide right in. Make sure it's connected, skin to skin contact. Then what I'm gonna do is use one of these stretchable grafting tape, and I'm over here. Then I'm gonna cover it like this. Make sure you cover this part all the way that you made a cut to, and it's nice and tight, like firmly. You don't want water to get in here. You want to save water from getting into your graft. So there you go. Once you're tight all the way down, then what you can do is, okay, make sure it's really tight and tight up. Your graft is ready. Now what I like to do, you can take a couple of steps here, like use one of the parafilm tape, and you see the graft that I did here earlier. I covered this part with the parafilm tape so the graft doesn't dry. This one I did it probably about 3 weeks ago. See how it's growing? You have new shoots, but I covered with the plastic stretchable tape here, and this part I covered it with the parafilm tape. Now if you don't want to cover it with parafilm tape, to keep your graft from drying, what you can do is, I'll show you, you can use one of these plastic cover, and you can just cover this up and leave it here. So that way your graft doesn't get dry, and this one will develop some moisture inside, and it will save your graft from drying. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back in a couple of weeks and check it. I'm going to do more grafting on this one, and I'll update you on the results. But yeah, that's how you do the grafting. Okay, so I'm going to do one more Jujube grafting here to show you. This is my Scion, and that's my Woodstock. I'm gonna cut it, make a cut like this, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is split this from a middle, make about an inch deep cut, and then you wanna come over here, make a cut over here, okay? Then you want to make the same cut size over here on this size, about the same size. Okay, so Okay, so once you have this one's ready, what you do is insert it right in here. I'm gonna cut it a little more. This one's not the correct size, so there you go. Once you have it, you insert it here. Make sure these parts are aligned, and then what you want to do is use one of these grafting tape and cover it right like this. Make sure you cover it all the way. Once it's covered, you can make it. Uh-oh. I have to come back and do this. There you go. Okay. Now you have your graft ready. What I like to do is I'm gonna come back 1 second. To keep it from drying, you know how I use the tape plastic cover here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this parafilm tape and tape up this whole thing like this. What this will do is keep this from drying. Alright, so there is the graph. We're gonna come back and check it out how it did. That's it. Alright, so we're looking at multiple jujube grafts that we did. Here's the Lang variety. Some more growing. You see, this one is probably sugarcane. This one is growing too. Alright. Some of the budwood grafting that we did right here. It's growing right out of parafilm tape. Here's another Lang variety. And go down here. This one's Indian Jujube. See how that budwood is growing. Okay, now we're gonna go climb on top and see. Now this one is growing pretty good. I believe this one is sugarcane variety. This one's also sugarcane. And this one is Lang. They're all growing good. I see some new growth on this one. Sherwood. As you can see, new growth. So these are all, most of them are successful. As you can see. All right. Hopefully we'll get some jujubes. I see some already flowering, and there are a couple small ones that I see right there. Tiny ones are growing. See the green ones. So this one is 5-in-1 variety jujube mix.